Can I be your MC? Really, can I be your MC? By MC, I mean your mat carrier. A mat carrier is someone who's invested in your success. A mat carrier is someone who's invested in your progress. The book of Luke 5:18 recounts the story of the paralytic man who was trying to see Jesus, but there was a huge crowd of people, and so it was impossible for him to meet with Jesus. And so what did his friends do? They carried up his mat and slipped him through the roof of the house so he could meet with Jesus. Now, a mat carrier is someone who's able to withstand all the odds, who's able to go through the obstacles with you and hold your hand through the dark times just so you can get to your solutions. Many times in life, we need a mat carrier. Every single one of us needs a mat carrier. Every single one of us needs someone who can advocate for us, who can say, hey, I know how to reach the master, and I can help you reach the master here. Let me carry your mat for you. I think about the story of the man who was paralyzed and how he had to be desperate. Now, let's quickly talk about the gift of desperation. Desperation is a gift. Hear me and hear me real good. Desperation and determination is a gift. Have you ever noticed or wondered that sometimes when you're desperate, it feels like you can move a mountain. You can move a mountain that you were not able to move for 9 months, 10 months, 1 year, or 10 years. And one day you get desperate, and the one thing that took you so long to do, you get it done in a short period of time. Procrastinators know what I'm talking about. You could be preparing for an exam in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's taking you so long to prepare. But guess what happens 2 hours before the exam? Guess what happens an hour before the exam? Your brain goes into overdrive mode. Your brain goes into sudden outbursts of creativity and determination, and suddenly you become the most resourceful person in the room, and you're able to memorize 10 textbooks worth of knowledge in just a short period of time. So desperation and determination is a gift. I'm not saying to wait till last minute to do certain things. I'm just saying that what happens when we get determined and when we get super desperate is that time stands still. Money stretches, resources stretch. Why? Because we get into super creative mode, we get super resourceful, we start to see solutions, we start to turn water into wine, we start to do the impossible, and we start to believe for the impossible. So if you're the one person who's listening to me right now, the certain steps that you need to take to get into that mode where you don't necessarily need to be desperate. You don't necessarily need to get into any sort of negative desperation or panic or anxiety mode for you to create that moment where you're able to make magic happen. Step number 1, you want to get into serious, intense prayers. Step number 2, you want to get into intense faith. By faith, I literally mean taking action, calling those things to be not as though they were, but also embodying, being an embodiment of the things that you're believing for. And number 3, understanding that nothing happens until you make that first move. Think about the story of Zacchaeus as well. When Zacchaeus went to see Jesus, he was the scriptures recount that he was a short little man. And every single person who got desperate in scriptures had to do something different. Zacchaeus also went on the rooftop. The woman with the issue of blood, what did she do? She went through the crowd, waded through, and just touched the hem of the master's garment. I'm saying that magic can happen with a little bit of determination and desperation. However, you do not need to get into the negative desperation or anxiety mode or panic mode to make things happen when you have a mat carrier. So a mat carrier is someone who's not necessarily your friend. It's someone who wakes up thinking about how to move your life forward for you. And this is what I'm offering for you today. I want to carry your mat. I want to help you carry your burdens. I want to help you think about strategic solutions, tailored, customized solutions to help you move your business forward, to help you make decisions that you've never made before, to help you dream 10 times bigger, to help you get from point A to point B overnight. The things that you've been trying to do for the last 10 years. With a mat carrier like myself, we can get it done overnight. Because why? I'm invested in your success. I'm not waiting for the crowd to dissipate before we carry your mat and we go through the roof. So you need someone. When you're in trouble, you don't necessarily need a friend. You don't necessarily need a family member. You don't, because they have their own problems. You need someone who's invested in your success, who can say to you, let's go, we ride it down. Alrighty, I'll see you soon. Send me a message. If you're the one person I'm talking to, whoever I'm talking to, you know yourself. Let's go.